it did remind me a little bit of Salford in that once Tranmere got back on level terms, or certainly once they seized the momentum with Cameron Norman getting the next goal to make it 3-3 10 minutes later, you kind of felt like it was their game then to lose. They should have gone on from there to get something out of it, especially given Bromley played the last 20 minutes with 10 men after Webster got sent off. But actually, if anything, it was Bromley who looked more like taking the victory, certainly in balance of chances. And that's what concerned me, really, that reaction to going down to 10 men. And I know it's not easy playing against a team with 10 men. I mean, Tranmere have shown that more than anyone with that famous playoff final win against Boreham Wood. But it just felt like Bromley created the chances that Tranmere should have been creating.
Yeah, and I think So yeah, I mean, good goal. Good to see a score from a corner. Is that the second one this season, something like that? I don't think we because Turnbull scored one, didn't he? And but so it might be the second goal from a corner. But good delivery, good flick on. Keeper did well, and then thankfully Norman was at the back post. That was really good. Joe then made a save from another corner for them after I think that was the one with his legs before the red card. And to be fair though, you really have to give Bromley credit because they obviously have a way of playing, and Woodman's been there a while, and he's got players that fit a system, and they left two players up for corners and stuff like this for our corners, which changed the dynamic. And when they went down to 10 men, I think they kept two up top. So I'm not entirely sure where our spare man actually was, but we didn't play to it, did we? Which is the disappointing thing. We have flashes. I think again Amari had a bit of a flash, and there was a bit of a half chance, but they had the better chances when they had 10 men, and we were a bit lucky then in the end. Joe pulled off an absolute worldie save. Certainly looked that way from where we were I think that was in injury time, and they gifted him a corner, which was then a bit of a bit twitchy towards the end. But why we didn't quite grasp it, I don't quite know. Interesting that he took Sol off at that time. I don't know whether he got a knock, whether that sort of hampered things. I don't think Whittaker did bad, but in the 10 minutes he had or whatever it was. But why didn't we grasp it? I don't know.
Well, how concerning is that, given it was 5 games without a win before today? Obviously, the last victory coming against Crawley at the back end of August. And since then, things have gone somewhat pear-shaped. This feels like the perfect opportunity to end that run. You've got it back to 3-3. You've got the momentum. You're against 10 men, and then you can't quite get it over the line. So how worrying is that?
I can't remember the last time we had a real killer instinct, though, Matt. There have been games where we've been on top and we've done well. Towards the back end of last year, when we won 4-0 in a couple of games and all that, where you go, well, actually, we won that well. But that wasn't a game where we came back and were under pressure and stuff like this. I haven't really seen us have that killer instinct for a long time, really. But I don't know whether is that something in the DNA. Is there just some component of caution and handbrake? I don't know. I don't know how do you gain that? How do you really go? Actually, we've got some momentum here. We need to keep driving it because it doesn't come automatically, doesn't it? It's not like, oh right, we've got an extra man now. We should automatically be on top. Or is that what people think? But it's like, how do you turn that into advantage? I don't know. Yeah, there's got to be some sort of psychology around that, and I don't think we're tapping into it.